Hey guys, what's going on? FY My Pawn here, and welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Since we last left off, if I do recall correctly, we managed to go through to the Dragon's Lair, defeat the dragon there, and unite with the evil line of dragons, and work with them to make a very evil dragon. In addition to that, we went to Pelura's Fall, which was being accosted by demons, and went to do our best there, and resolve that situation before it got out of hand. For this stream, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be helping Ember, or Evelyn, or I forget the name, but we're going to be helping her. We're going to check the village to the east, and we shall go from there, I suppose, and see how things play out. But without further ado, let's get into things and see what happens, because we've got quite a bit to do. Alright. Now, I should probably explain a few things. This is currently Sunday, so if you guys are confused as to why I'm streaming today, it's because I did not stream yesterday, and I do not want to do it on Monday, so that's a bit too much streaming for me. But hey, that's why I'm here now, and that way I can do it and get it out of the way before things get a bit, you know, as long as I do it now, I'm fine, basically. A statue of Pelura, made of a simple but expensive style, characteristic of Secorus. Now, I do believe we were told to speak to a leader here, supposedly. No idea, though. I guess Victus? Here we go. A regal Axamar woman dressed in priestess's robes bows her head. She has a proud, dignified bearing, but she looks tired. Greetings. I am Elindria, the High Priestess of Pelura. Thank you for coming to save my shrine. Tell me about your research. What is it about? Why did Mustavan want to steal it? That research is our lives' work. The priestess answers bitterly. We have studied the world wound for 100 years. We've been searching for a way to close it, but the demons wanted our research for a different purpose. He aspires to follow in Arilu Vorlesh's steps. He wants to open a wound of his own. He believes that our research would help him to accomplish his goal. Thank you for putting an end to his evil schemes. We've worked so hard over the past 100 years. I could not bear it if our research ended up in the wrong hands. Tell me about this place. This is Pelura's Fall. Once there were real waterfalls here. You could hear the song of the water as it flowed across the stones. Then the whirlwind came, and stole all of it away. The servants of the Shimmering Maiden took shelter here when Secorus fell. My lady hid this place from unfriendly eyes, and prolonged the lives of everyone inside, so that we could dedicate ourselves to an important mission. We have been studying the world wound since the day it came into existence. So you were alive when the world wound opened. What do you know about its creation? More than some, but not as much as I would wish. I've been to Threshold, the fortress where the outlawed spellcasters were held, and where Rilu conducted her monstrous ritual. I even saw the betrayer in the flesh, though only briefly. Arilu was rumored to be a dangerous witch. For many years she lived in isolation, carrying out strange experiments, in deliberate obscurity. But she was noticed in the end. The best witch hunters tried to capture her. It is said that many of them perished in the attempt. But when I saw her, she was no longer a dangerous enemy. After many, many days in a dungeon, she was nothing more than a pale shadow. I was told her spirit had already broken when she was brought to Threshold, and she gave the guard no trouble. However, I think it is safe to say now that her compliance was simply ruse, a cunning deception. When the wound opened, it shook the world. My Lady Pelura, in her heavenly wisdom, was one of the first to realize the magnitude of the threat, and sent her priests a vision, along with an order to run and hide. But many couldn't find it within themselves to obey this order. How could they leave their beloved homeland, their homes, family, and friends? Many of my brothers and sisters perished, losing a hopeless fight against a wave against wave after wave of demons. I was destined for a distant tale, and so was my shrine. Lady Pelura hid it from the eyes of demons. I had a vision telling me about the work that I needed to be done to avenge the fall of Secorus, and rid the world of the world wound. That was when I learned that this difficult task would take a century to complete, and that it would require us to make many sacrifices. But I'm willing. Tell me about Secorus. Eliandra's face lights up in a smile. It was a wonderful land, even if many thought it savage and wild. It still lives in my memory, as if nothing had changed. I can see the barges guiding across the surface of the lake. I can smell the fresh air, and feel the wind on my face as it moves through the green forests. Secorus was never ruled by solely one person, nor was it governed by a single faith. Clans lived in accordance with their own customs, and settled important issues through the lively debate in communal meetings. Matters involving the whole country decided and is, by gathering of the elders, priests, druids, and chieftains. We worshipped Uprastil and Pelura, the spirits of our honorable ancestors, the sanctity of nature, and a dozen different deities and magical creatures. That is what Secorus was, a land of freedom. However, Eliandra's eyes grew sad. That freedom was not extended at all. As I think you know, only the magic of the druids, priests, and other divine casters were considered honorable. Those who used arcane magic were treated with suspicion, which grew into hatred. It grieves me to remember this, for our hatred was returned to us in full, then the witch Arilu took vengeance on those who had hurt her. What will happen to the sanctuary now? It breaks my heart to leave this place, but we cannot stay here. The sanctuary was protected by the secrecy of its location. But now that the demons know about this temple, there is no longer a place for refuge. I will lead the survivors somewhere safe, but I cherish the hope that we will return. Someday our waterfalls will sing again. I have to go. Farewell, Commander. Pelura's children will remember you.
Let's strike from the shadows.
Sure they will. Okay, let's see. Is there anything here? Okay. Well, that's it. That's the entire area here, so yeah. Nice. Did pretty well, I'd say. All things considering. As for those quest item daggers that we probably saw a while ago, either we don't have enough of them, or I'm just blind. But we'll see. I don't think we can resolve this quest, though. Oh. There is another dagger. Alright, well, we'll grab that. Give me a second. I need to check to see how many funerary daggers we need. Okay. There is... Okay, so there's... Okay, he had 19. Hmm. Okay, so, I think this is a good... Alright, so there should be a good aligned quest, essentially. That if you collect all these daggers, you can pass them over, I think. But other than that, I don't think there's actually a quest you can do with it, so... Unless you're, like, good aligned, do it. If you're not, then don't bother. At least, that's what I'm seeing here, anyways. So, if you're, I suppose we can just sell those daggers. Get some, money out of them, so... It's not all that bad. But hey. I'm not looking to, do that, to be honest. So, we're just gonna ignore it. We'll probably just sell these daggers. They're 200 gold each, so... At the very least, they're worth the profit, I should say. Alright. We're gonna collect all here. There we go. And let's get going. And we got Delamere for our troubles, which is pretty nice, I must admit. Now, let's see. Quite a few things around here, but nothing too crazy. Let's go to Crusade and see what's going on. The advisors who have arrived from the Young Kingdom in the Soullands lived up to their reputation. They stopped the bloodshed in Erosian and gathered all parties at the negotiating table. A messenger has arrived in Dresden, bringing a personal gift for the commander and the leader of the young nation. Interesting. Okay, we got the Northern Lights requirement here. We've got the records of the Pelura Stargazers. These records are very important and lead into a special situation that we will address soon. But you'll understand soon enough what that might mean as we go along. But for now, let us begin the long venture of going a lot further. Gonna save here. And let us continue. Oh, I should have done a 42 save. Hold on. That is my mistake. There we go. And it seems like we've got a few undead here, interestingly enough. Okay. Well, it's not going to be that bad, I don't think. Unless the dragons are going to be really nasty. We'll see. Okay. Ow. That was quick. What are you going to do? You're going to... Boop, boop. Okay, to no avail. But we can do a fireball here, and that should affect most of these units here. Yeah, fireball should be enough. Boop. That will minimize the forces there. We are going to whittle down the liches next to prevent them from casting magic. We will have the skeletons walk up, shank. Zombies are going to come up, deal with the vampires here. Oh, there we go. That is not fun. Are you kidding? Seriously? Okay, just casually kill my... That's pain. It's real much pain. Maybe I can load it and get a better result. Hold on. I might get lucky, but we'll have to see. My hope is that we don't run into this problem, but we'll see. Okay, we are going to Scorching Ray the liches here. And if we get lucky with the kill, which we don't, we're gonna load. Preferably, I want to get 81 kills, so I'm gonna reload until we get to that point, basically. The less we have to worry about, the better. Okay. Alright. It might be better if I Scorching Ray here. Well, first let's deal with the Liches there, so... That's 81. This is a lot less Liches I have to worry about, so... Scorching Ray should go through. Yep, there we go. Okay, we are going to attack the dragon there. There we go. We are going to... get defensive here. Okay, you're going to start attacking there. There we go. Alright, we can go with hold here. Make him not be able to attack. Gonna start attacking the vampires here. We are going to use the skeleton to attack here, and the zombies are just going to attack the vampires here. Won't be able to deal much damage, but still, it's a bit. Okay, we are going to Scorching Ray here. Minimize their units as much as we possibly can. So that way they don't deal as much damage to our archers here. Okay. We are going to hold again, so he can't do a thing. There we go. Alright, they're going to attack naturally. Okay. Okay, we can Scorching Ray here. Minimize as much as possible. We're going to whittle them down to 40. Alright, down to 6. Perfect. That is all we need to do there. We should have enough forces to handle the rest. Alright. Now, we just gotta whittle these guys down. See how this results. There we go. Alright, he's gonna oh, they're going for the archers again. Great. Well, the next best thing I can do is just to heal. Oop. Alright, let's deal with the vampires here. Deal with you. And yeah, just start whacking them. Okay, well, we're gonna lose a lot of units here. I think that's inevitable. But at least we can try and preserve what we can. Done. We end up losing over 200 archers and 400 zombies. But still, it's better than nothing. We'll just have to make do. Sadly. That's just how it is. We get a dagger, and yeah, let's narrate. The Crusaders encountered a group of volunteers from Ustalav, who joined the Crusade around 60 years ago. Unfortunately, their leader, an influential noble, turned out to be an undercover vampire. He corrupted his army, spreading the plague of undeath among the soldiers. Before putting his unholy corpse to the torch, the Crusaders stripped his body of the ancient relics of his family. Which gives us a cruel necrotic dagger. When the wielder strikes a creature that is frightened, shaken, or panicked with a cruel weapon, that creature becomes sickened for 1 round. When the wielder uses the weapon to knock unconscious or kill a creature, he gains 5 temporary HP that lasts for 10 minutes. Necrotic gives 1d6 negative energy per successful hit. So it's not a bad weapon. Not a fantastic one, though. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we can get Finger of Death, we can get Heal, Channel Negative Energy, or we could get Firestorm. Alright, Channel Negative Energy deals power plus 5 d6 negative energy damage to all living enemy units. Restores power times power plus 5 d6 to all undead units. This is a divine spell with a death effect. I think we go with Channel Negative Energy. Because, honestly, that's really nice. Firestorm would be my next choice, but Channel Negative Energy is something I can spam. Okay, we are going to save here. And we're going to send the armor forward to deal with this demon army. And then we'll go from there. That should make things quite easy, and we can finally send one of our defensive armies to actually hold the place. Alright. All creatures within any range. Alright. Channel negative energy. Let's see how it fares. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, that didn't do anything. The hell? All creatures within any range. Deals negative energy to all living targets. Are these considered undead? If that's the case, it makes sense why they weren't affected. Neutral evil. Undead unit. Yep, that would make sense. Okay. Never mind. Okay, let's reload that. I was not expecting that. I'll give it that. Give me a second. I just want to do something real quick. Alright, there we go. That's nice. Okay. Let us begin. We are going to siphon time here to minimize their chances of attacking. We are then going to hit them with... honestly, just a bolt here. We are going to delay our turns here on the melee users so that they can progress forward. Alright, zombies are going to go here. Yeah, we're going to make the zombies go here. And go defensive. Then we're going to have the skeletons attack here. There we go. We are going to minimize these plague groups. We are going to Scorching Ray this group to make it easier on us. We'll be attacking this group here. There we go. Oh, they have opted to run past. Okay. That's fine. Alright, well I guess that's a way of going about it. At least we're dealing damage, that's good. Okay, what we can do is we can use a bone arrow to deal damage to these two. There we go. Then we can just start targeting the dude here. That does deal some damage to us, but not enough to warrant any concern for the infantry size. So yeah, this is easy. Okay, we can then just kill all of them without using any mana, so... done. We lose some units, but we get a ton of experience for our troubles. Once upon a time, an altar of the dragon god Aspu stood atop this high mountain. His noble children used to protect this place of power from demons. But the corrupting of the worldly devoured their bodies and minds, turning them into undead monsters. However, even having lost their sanity, they never harmed the sacred altar. Daily income increased, energy points full. Alright. Now that is all of the resource in the advanced squadron area. Well, I mean, that's the area protected now. We now can send our advanced squadron to target this demon army, probably, and start working their way into the fold there. However, each one requires a different set of things. We still need 13 days worth of time in order for us to be ready. Okay, the defense squadron will remain there. Defense squadron 2 will remain there. Crusader army here. It's going to move its merry way over to here. Merge up. There we go. Defensive squadron 2. Okay, advanced squadron here is nice. It does seem like we'll need to be prepared for this army, though. It is gargoyles, after all, and that's not fun. Excuse me. Okay, defensive squadron remain. Advanced squadron will make a move as soon as we can. We want it to go all the way over there, I guess. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, otherwise we shall move defensive squadron 2 actually. We're gonna send them over to Necromancer's Grave. That is going to be their explicit purpose of making sure they are going to be protecting that area. Or at least that is their responsibility, I should say. Alright. Now, let's see. What's our decrees? Alright, 7 days until the glyphs of the Rune Lord Zutha is made. The reconstruction of the Ziggurat will be next. The fate of Baphomet, naturally. Alright, let's return back to the map. And then go from there. Our next objective is going to Baphomet's Shrine with Evelyn. We also have the puzzles that will come into importance soon. So, yeah, let's start with Baphomet's Shrine. We're going to need to travel with Evelyn there, I suppose. So, we won't be able to do anything until we get the teleport. So, I think I'm going to go over to the Desolate Thicket and Place of Execution to see what is going on over there. If only we... yeah, if only... at the very least, we'll be getting some stuff out of it, I think. I could also go into the Bones of the Pool of Mud and a Spinner of Nightmares. You know what? That's a good idea. Let's deal with the Spinner of Nightmares. We'll also go to the Bones in a Pool of Mud as well, while we have the chance. Okay, we should probably save here, because we've been going quite far. So, yeah, there we go. Okay, game has been saved. Now, we move across to here. We will save here just to be safe. Because why not? Alright. Bones we collect. There we go. Now, before we enter the domain, we are going to get a quick rest. I guess we could also do the Bladesmith workshop while we're here. Why not, right? Okay, another cheese crostada, another potion of displacement. Watch times are pretty good. Alright. Actually, yeah, no, that's fine, that's fine. Once we hit level 20, then I'll sort out all spells, and we should be good there. Alright. Even though we rolled a 1 on Protective Rituals, we're fine. Perfect. That works for me. Alright. Time to go into the Spinners of Nightmares workshop and see what happens. Oh. Undead. Interesting. Alright, well, let's buff, I guess. Alright. Let us do this, then. 5, 6, Bismuth, and the Skeletal Executioner. Alright, align weapon good. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Armor and weapon. There we go. Archon's Aura, Eagle Splendor, Effortless Armor. Alright, Bark Skin. Resist of all types. 3, 4, and 5. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And once we buff, we should be able to move on our merry way quite easily. So yeah, us doing this is actually a really good thing. Okay, we're going to freedom movement, everybody. There we go. Now we life bubble everybody. That's gonna be nice. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, and just in case, I guess Skeletal Executioner gets it. Trucing, Communal, Blessing of Luck and Resolve, Angelical Aspect, Frightful Aspect, Winds of Vengeance, Mind Blank Communal. Alright, the defenses there are coming in quite well. Alright, Beastman, now it's your turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, Barkskin comes in. 2, 3. Alright, 1 for Bismuth and 1 for the Skeletal Executioner. Magic Fang goes on himself, Triclops, and Bismuth. Okay, we then activate Animal Aspect Gorilla. Featherstep Mass. Echolocation. Freedom of Movement goes on the Companions at this point. 1 for the Executioner and 1 for Bismuth. Animal Growth to Bismuth. Alright. Cat's Grace. Stone Skin. Eagle's Strength. Owl's Wisdom. Alright, Legendary Proportions we can worry about in a minute. We got Frightful Aspect first, and Sea Mantle. Alright, Legendary Proportions shall go to Triclops. It shall go to Trapjaw. And we don't need it on Evelyn. Honestly, I should really give it to Bismuth at this point instead. Because we have no reason to not cast it on him. That gives us also a slot for 5th level spells that we can use somewhere else, if need be. Before we go any further, we're going to use the Mutagen of Strength before we polymorph. We shall polymorph into a red dragon, and we'll go from there. Because fire is usually the most common denominator there.
We should move.
Okay, we need to use Mage Armor from Triclops on himself. We'll use Shield temporarily. He shall use Expeditious Retreat, Mirror Image, Effortless Armor, and he will drink a Vial of Dexterity, and then Dragonkind himself. There we go.
No one stands in my way.
So little time.
Alright, nice. We got a light of, yeah, we got a lot of stuff. We will give Evelyn her potion in a moment. For now. Alright, Mage Armor. Alright, Bismuth gets it. We need to give it to Beastman and Triclops, no. So we'll leave that at that. We will use Fine Traps now. Delay Poison. Death Ward for everybody. Okay, that's 2 castings of it, I think. Nope, it's not. Okay, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 for Bismuth. Heroism comes in next. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. 7 and 8. Alright, Ice Body. Foresight. For the first 2 melee users. Heroic Invocation. Alright, while Evelyn's casting that, Skeletor is going to use, yeah, he's going to start using his buffs. Alright, expeditious retreat. Alright. Now it's time to blur everybody. 4, 5. Okay, himself, Bismuth, and the Executioner. There we go. Mirror image. Alright, mirror image has been applied. We then use greater magic weapon. There we go. And the skeletal executioner gets it. There we go. Alright. Now we go for protection from arrows communal. We can use vampiric blade here, so we'll use that. We shall deny death on everybody. That matters anyways. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright, Thought Sense, Bone Shield, False Grace, Blessing of Unlife for everybody. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Alright. We are then going to go with protection from spells. 6. Alright. Okay, we should only need that many. Yeah, we're not going to give it to our animal companions because we know for a fact our main group deals way better with that. Okay, we now use Sense of Vitals. That should last 24 hours. Okay, come on. And that, yep, 24 hours. Alright, we now do Haste here. We give the melee users who are going in the displacement treatment. Because naturally we should. Alright, that's 1 displacement. Yeah, so the displacement is going to be an additional 50% mischance, so basically, I'd like to think we have a 70% mischance. Yeah, so as long as the enemy does not have True Seeing, we're basically going to be fine. Right, we'll give it to the Executioner here, and we've already triggered it, so that's good. And that just leaves... Yep.
Let's move already.
There we go. Now, greater invisibility is going to trigger on everybody. That isn't Merman, that is. Because we need him visible for this. It's going to look very weird that they're invisible, but that's fine.
Let's strike from the shadows.
Okay. Evelyn, we are going to... Yeah, let's get you drinking that potion. Yep. We're going to use invisibility on you. Okay. Now we get the Skeletal Executioner invisible, and the same for Bismuth. As long as everybody is invisible to a degree, we should be fine. And now Bismuth. We shall use Eyes to Badak to finalize things. And then we follow up with a Firebrand because Siphon Time is not so great. Well, it's good in a active situation, not so much this situation right now. Alright, Firebrand has been triggered, Fiery Body has been added. There we go. Now, if we save, we are going to have 24 hours of all of these buffs, which is really going to make us strong. The spinner of nightmares is our queen. Praised the patroness of pleasures, the spinner of nightmares. Okay, let us save here, I guess. And we'll see what's going on here. Don't want to fight, do you? You see a short, stout woman with full lips, long reddish hair, and insolent, lying, and completely shameless eyes. Hello, darling. Tired of serving the crusade? Here for some sweet illusions from the spinner of nightmares. You're finished. Too bad Hilor won't see you die. The sorcerer smiles nervously and takes a cautious step back. Daddy Hilor impressed you so much that you decided to help him in daughter side. Is there such a word? There is femicide and patricide, fratricide, and even filicide. But what about daughters? Maybe it's just not a crime when daddy kills his favorite daughter. You are really trying to convince me that you're Lori? Seriously? Like you don't know. You mean you don't? Seriously? The spinner of nightmares starts laughing. She laughs for a long time, obviously enjoying the process. Then she calms down and wipes away the tears from her laughter. That's a joke, right? Hilor probably seemed entirely focused, reasonable, and reserved to you, but in fact he's a complete psycho. Don't blame him for deceiving you. He doesn't realize he's gone mad. 3 years ago, I decided I'd had enough of the Pathfinder life. I met like-minded people and joined the Labyrinth of the Mind, a group of Baphomet's cultists whose heads Daddy Hilor was out to get. They were charmed by the mutability of the mind, the ease with which it can be tricked, and the wealth of opportunities doing so opened. I left a knight's note to Daddy, asked him not to look for me, and then I escaped. But Hilor started to chase me. He got it into his head that the spinner of nightmares, an evil sorcerer, took his favorite daughter. The only thing I stole from him is his mom's locket, which I took as a keepsake. She points at the unassuming locket around her neck. Hilor was always tailing me. He dragged all my beautiful ideas through the mud. He broke carefully implemented plans a few times. We fought face to face every time I won. But I didn't want to kill him, so I erased his memory and hoped that he would finally get lost. But he always came back. The last time he snuck up on me so well, he almost chopped my head off with a single blow. I was frightened, started to fight him with all my strength, and I thought I finally managed to break Daddy. I doubted he could heal from the wound, so I hoped this hunt was finally over, but now you've appeared at my doorstep. When will it end? You should just finish the fool off. Why do you keep sparing him? Well, you know, he's still my father. I used to love him, and I'd still love him even now. If only he hadn't tried to kill me. 6 times, I think? When my mom died, I became the light of his life, but I never wanted to be the light of anyone's life. I have my own path, and Dad should have just made peace with that. Instead, he sends assassins like you after me. Are you sure you want our meeting to end in a murder? Are you suggesting that we part peacefully? Yes, I'm a smart girl. When someone like you comes for me, I realize it's my benefit to split before things get out of hand. I suggest a deal. You let me go, and I go to the Abyss, never to return to Golarion. However, Daddy Hilor won't leave me there, even there. Give me something to prove that you're dead. I'll deceive Hilor. Lori smiles grimly. I tried. Twice. I made him think I was dead. Planted evidence, but every time his mental affliction makes him forget that he's already killed me. Well, fine. I won't kill you. Leave and never come back. The Spinner of Nightmares smiles sadly. I appreciate it. From certain points of view, I would definitely deserve to be executed. But the world is much more complicated than that. You have to immerse yourself in the labyrinth of the mind to understand how complicated and ambivalent the question of what's good and what evil is. I swear we will not meet again, so accept this parting gift. She takes the locket and hands it to you. It used to belong to my mother. I've charmed it with a misleading spell. It saved me from Hilor's blows that otherwise would have been deadly. Twice. I hope it will serve you well. And now, if you please, I'm getting out of here. This den is not safe anymore. Daddy could send someone else to follow you.
Let's strike from the shadows.
Well then. Interesting. Alright, well, that's the cultist group then. Alright, we go here and we break that open. We succeed, and as a result, we get to access this little room. So, really, we have the choice of killing her or not. I'm not going to kill her, because it seems more, evilly inclined to just... It seems a lot more fun just to leave her alive. Or at the very least, more interesting. As for what we ended up getting, we're gonna go... I think it's like an amulet. 1 second. It is indeed, I think. It was her locket. Hold on. Lori's locket. The spell puts the wool over enemy eyes. Yeah. So it's almost like an interesting artifact. But now we've got a Tome of Clear Thoughts, so we should probably address that. So we could give it to Skeletor and just increase his intelligence, because, I mean, it never hurts to have, right? But I see no reason to giving it to Skeletor, so rather I'm going to give it to Evelyn. So she's going to get a boost to intelligence, which is going to help her in the long term. Which is always nice. Alright. We're gonna leave, and then we will continue on with our journey. Alright. Of course I could go to Is. But I want to leave that until last. Because that way we can focus on, if we leave it until last, we can focus on the story, basically. So... but we can't access it, so that is not something we can do. So we're going to load up. Yep, let's load. Why not? Alright, from here we can teleport to Dresden, and we can get to the Baphomet Shrine, so that is what we're going to do. So we're going to start in Dresden. We can also tell Hilor the hunt is over, so we might as well do that. It will get us some experience. And we just need to go to the inn, and we should be good. Alright. To the second floor. Hey, Hilor. Forget about the Spinner of Nightmares. I let her go, and she won't return. Hilor looks at you stunned. What do you mean you let her go? You allowed this bloody witch to escape? Do you know how many deaths she's responsible for? She is a psychopath, a kidnapper, and a murderer. She stole my daughter. You should have killed her. Hilor clenches his fist, furious, and it seems he's about to attack you. Suddenly, a shadow settles upon his face. His fists soften, and his anger vanishes. You know, I shouldn't have relied on you. I'll enter the whirlwind myself and find her. Both of them.
Let's strike from the shadows.
And, yep, that's how you lose Hilor. He will, well, if he really is having memory losses, yeah. We'll see. We'll see how things play out. But, things are indeed a cruel mistress. You'll come to understand what's going to happen soon enough. But, we'll see. We'll see how things play out. With that, we can now take Evelyn with us. And we are now going to go out and cause destruction, I suppose. Now, for who we're going to replace, I think we're just going to replace... Triclops is usually the best choice for when we're doing these sorts of missions, so yeah. Off we go. We will leave with Evelyn, and we shall go all the way over to Baphomet's Shrine. Okay, it's going to take a day and 13 hours, but that's fine. I kind of expected that, so we're going to save here. And yes, even though Hilor is going on his merry way, I don't mind. Okay, let's load that. I guess Triclops is really stealthy, so that's how we're able to maneuver around with ease, but... ah well, can't be buggered. Oh, a demon army is approaching. We should address that before things go awry. That's not the army. Where is it? Who's the problem causer? Hold on. Okay. So there's nothing there. Okay. Ah, it's this group. It's a small gang, but all the same, it is a gang that we should worry about. They're probably going to go past Demon Fortress, I imagine. So, all the more reason to get ready and defend against it. But Defensive Squadron is going to continue moving. Alright. Defensive Squadron Run will remain at this position. Alright, Advanced Squadron 2 is going to actively make an effort to defend against the attack here. So that's why they are going to be here. Defense Squadron 1 will be left alone for now, as we should be able to make... We should be able to defend against this. The Undead Supply is going to rush down to join the armies here. So off we go with that. We'll leave Defensive Squadron there, and we shall continue on. Camilla watches to talk, and an epidemic secret. A strange disease affecting the soldiers. Mouths grow on the victim's skin and whisper various secrets related to the events happening in the army. The healers claim that with each secret, the health of the victim deteriorates. We can either order the healers to save everyone and give everybody reduction of losses, or we can kill them and get leadership. Okay, let's see, how's our leadership going? Leadership could always do with more, honestly, so it's never a bad thing to get. Yeah. We should kill the leader. Yeah, we should kill the sick and prevent the secrets from spreading. It's evil as well. The disease could not be allowed to spread, or it would have compromised military secrets. Fortunately, once the infected were dead, the affliction vanished. The soldiers grieve for their comrades, but respect the commander's decision. Besides, they can always be raised back, is how I see it anyways, so... all the more reason to just focus on the important bits, right? Okay, now with that, we can move on. Hopefully without any disruptions. Although, before we go, let's go to see what's happening here. I am mildly curious.
There you are, my treasure.
Out of the blue, a ghostly image of the helmsman materialized before you.
I've been looking all over for you. Well, are you going on a new voyage?
Yes, I'm ready.
Marvelous. I'll be waiting for you at the murky grotto. Let's strike from the shadows.
Apologies, Commander, but an ambassador of a certain nation demands to see you. A nation that we consider to be our ally, at least until they came up with the outrageous proposition we're about to discuss. The respectable-looking halfling with the luxurious sideburns clears his throat, then addresses you in a low voice of an opera singer. Salutations, Commander. My name is Bonva. I represent the People's Council of Andorran. My country has always considered itself a trusted ally of Mendev. After witnessing the turmoil in Mendevian lands, we believe we have no right to stand by and do nothing. Andorran is ready to send its forces to Nerosian and the largest cities in Mendev on a peacekeeping mission. We will temporarily bring the kingdom under our control for the purposes of restoring order. But before committing to such an act, we would like to receive your support and approval. Lady Kukomi cuts off the ambassador. Mendev is quite capable of dealing with its issues without external help. Commander, I must ask you to send your own forces to the capital. Don't put the nation into the hands of foreigners. Saving Mendev benefits all nations of Avastan. So why does it have to be the only one country that helps us? We'll ask all our neighbors to send us their trusted servants, who will resolve the crisis and keep an eye on each other, preventing any temptation to exploit our lands and resources. Cecile gives the ambassador a soft but knowing smile. Sounds good to me. Andorran's a free country. No aristocrats, no slaves. Equality. I wouldn't have believed anyone else, but these guys are solid. Alright. I would like to hear from the ambassador. Bonvoir nods seriously. I am prepared to answer any questions you may have, describe our plan, prove the necessity of this step, and assure you that our intentions are pure. What made you think that Mendev needs your help? Before recommending this course of action to the People's Council, I personally went to assess the situation in all the regions of Mendev. It was a rather dreary trip. The recent revolt in the capital is merely a consequence of the crisis, not its source. I was aware of at least 3 other uprisings that could break out in the coming weeks. Tax collection has dropped, and there are areas where taxes aren't being collected at all. The city guard have been bled dry by mass desertion, and crime levels have increased 4-fold. The storehouses are forced to provide the populace with bread instead of sending it to you. It won't get any better, considering the fate of the future harvest is in the air. The kingdom shakes in the fever of lawlessness. If someone honorable and principled doesn't take the reins of Mendev's salvation, it might not recover from this illness. At one time, you did right by Andorran despite your politicians demanding otherwise. We're ready to return the favor. What do you gain from all this, then? If Mendev crumbles, who's going to fight the demons? Us? No way. After a bark of laughter, he turned serious once more. Great trials breed dictatorship. People flock to the strong. Authoritarian rulers because they can overcome the crisis. But then the crisis ends, and their rule does not. We don't want the enlightened Mendev to break into smaller kingdoms ruled by tyrannical generals and the greed of the wealthy. Its people do not deserve such a fate. On what conditions do you intend to assist us? Our forces will take the major cities of Mendev and establish the provisional authority of authoritarian, or Andorran. That will mean a return to centralized governance. We'll stamp out the widespread crime, stop the plundering of public coffers, and mobilize the remaining resources. Our interference in the nation's affairs won't go beyond that. We will not meddle in political matters, push our beliefs, change laws, or expropriate any lands or wealth. As soon as the crisis passes, we'll depart from Mendev without imposing any obligations. This is a humanitarian mission, not an occupation. Why do you need my permission? Bonvar gives you a shrewd smile. Because otherwise it would be common pillaging. If you hear a voice screaming, "Help!" from inside someone's house and rush inside to help, who would condemn you for it? But if you merely hear a commotion and, suspecting that someone has broken in, you burst inside with the best of intentions, good luck proving you're a savior, and not a thief who was caught red-handed. We're willing to do some good, but we're not about to put a target on our backs. Cheliax will immediately accuse us of launching a destructive occupation either way. But with your approval, the price of our assistance might not be unreasonably high for us in the end. You have satisfied my curiosity, then. Lady Gukomi makes a concerned sound. I hope you understand that all these courteous speeches are just a velvet glove wrapped around an iron fist. Let's see what the council has to say. I hope all of its members are aware of the fate of Mendev is at stake. Socia, elaborate on your idea. Socia gives an ambassador a piercing look. We invite one country to help, and it will try to subjugate Mendev. We invite all of them, and everybody will be watching with the other jealousies. And everyone will be watching the others' jealousy, stopping them from taking what they shouldn't. Avestan wants stability, and if Mendev falls under the influence of any external power, that stability will be disrupted. No ruler will refuse to send their best representatives. Otherwise, they'll lose control of the situation. Together, these people will bring Mendev back into shape, and after that, who knows? They might even give some advice to our generals. Most importantly, they won't allow each other to profit off our misfortune. Woljif, do you trust the Andorrans? I've heard how things work in Andorran. They've got equality there, so no nobles or commoners. One law for everybody, and the officials serve the people, not the other way around. Sounds to me like these guys are more honest than our lot, so you might as well believe them. I love my Andorran with all my heart, but the truth must come first. You're wrong to idealize my compatriots. They value freedom, but they'll never pass up a chance for profit either. I'm afraid that in this case, their motives are far from altruistic. The ambitions of Andorran are well known. They are zealous in their belief that theirs is the only correct political system, that all others are various forms of enslavement of the common folk. When the war's over, it will be trivial for them to invent some convenient rationale for why they have no obligation to keep their promise. Lady Kukomi, what are you expecting of me? I'm not denying the fact that the Mendev is in the middle of a severe crisis. However, we must solve this problem on our own, without involving foreign powers. Erosian did all it could to help Dresden, and now it's time to reciprocate. I ask that you give the order to all newly formed detachments standing ready to set out for Dresden, to march to Mendev's major cities instead. They will put things back in order by themselves and remind the people that the Crown's authority remains strong. I understand that you will have to hold out here without reinforcements until the disaster passes, but such is the cost of our nation's salvation and independence. What? We're supposed to die here without reinforcements because gods forbid Mendevian nobles lost their cushy estates? Forget about it. I've heard enough. So, We can either get the Excellent Advisor's feat and get bonus 10 to power. We can go with Woljif's decision and get the Golden Legionaries as a mercenary unit. Which is basically something that we can recruit every now and again. Or we can go with the Restoring Order. Recruiting trainable units is prohibited for 2 weeks. Recruitment growth for trainable units is reduces to 0 for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks pass, all trainable units gain the Sons of Mendev feat. So basically, units gain a bonus to morale. So yeah, it's really a choice of whether you want the morale, you want something else. So it's a choice between all three. Power, I believe, increases your ability to cast spells. So it would increase the power of spellcasters, I do believe. It really, I don't know. I could honestly go without Golden Legionaries. It's not that big a deal. For Lady Kokomi, for the morale, we're always going to have a high morale. This just means we get a bonus to combat morale, period. Which, I guess it will help us get extra attacks, but that's about it. Excellent Advisors is always going to be prevalent to the commanders. I'm going to go with sending reinforcements on my own. I can tolerate the losses currently. Lady Kokomi, I'll send reinforcements to Mendevian cities to restore order. The commander has made himself clear. The patriotism of Mendevian subjects is stronger than ever. We'll deal with our problems ourselves, and I doubt any power in Avestan will want to question his decision. Lady Kokomi bows her head and says quietly, "We will know soon whether or not this decision was prudent. Will Mendev survive the crisis, or is it doomed to fall? Once the outcome becomes apparent, I will report to you immediately."
Let's strike from the shadows.
My friend, I should like to request your help. Camilla's face remains calm, but her voice trembles with excitement. Remember how much fun we had in Lucianera? We went to that place together and had an excellent time there. You did enjoy that little adventures of ours, didn't you? Camilla licks her parched lips. I want to invite you on another adventure with me. You wouldn't be opposed to escorting me to Canopus, to my father's old mansion, the place where I spent my childhood? She lowers her voice to a conspiratorial whisper. I'm certain that's this place where I finally should be able to contact Miera. Why to Canopus specifically? Because it is what I want, understand? My desire must be enough for you. Camilla stops. A shadow of fear crosses her face, but she immediately hides it behind a modest smile. It seems I've lost control over myself. I apologize. Over the past few days, I have expended great effort trying to summon Miera to make her talk. The exertion, it has taken its toll on me. The Grim Mansion in Canopus, where I grew up, is a special place. It wasn't extraordinary before, but it's become so for me. It is there that I learned to communicate with spirits, and embarked on the path of a shaman. It is where I took Miera's prisoner, and bound her to my amulet. I am positive that this is where I shall finally manage to muster all my strength, and break the walls Miera have built against me. What are we going to do there? Camilla shrugs graciously. We shall try to find a comfortable place for meditation, and I shall summon Miera's spirit. I don't know yet how exactly it can be done, but I believe I shall be able to figure it out once we are there. Alright, we'll go to Canopus as soon as I have time to spare. Camilla's black eyes shimmer like two lakes in a moonlit night. I thank you, my friend. I shall wait your earliest convenience.
Let's strike from the shadows.
Alright. And that is the last quest there. So we got quite a lot to cover. And I do believe we would have received that special potion by now, unless I'm mistaken. I guess I am mistaken. Let's see. Potion. Potion of Break Enchantment. No. Potion of Rage. Nice. Not needed, though, it seems. Okay. Yeah, we should be fine for now. It's alright. Yeah, I mean, we're doing really well, I think. At least I hope we are. Alright, let's close out of this. It's fine. What we are going to grab, though, is we are going to take out... Oh. Oh, okay, so the dragon's not in here. Okay. Does that mean that this thing is going to help with knowledge checks all around? I guess we'll see. We're going to take this off. And then we're going to give it to Skeletor here. So this is the Sovereign Dragon then. Okay, so this is what gives us the boost to our knowledges then. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to affect us in a big effect, but we do need to, at the very least, make sure we got as high a knowledge check as we can. Alright, so type in descending order, naturally. Okay. So we need to boost up our knowledge as much as we can here. So let's start with that. Okay, nothing there. Librarian's Cloak is UMD, which is not needed. Contagious Shroud is not required. Okay, nothing there. Connect Dynam, no. I might be able to get a resolution on Evelyn, maybe? There should be stuff for her on here, anyways. Alright, let's see. When you're summoning, nope, nope. Yeah, no, Evelyn doesn't really have anything that helps her boost up her knowledges, does she? Well, that's interesting. Okay, how about everybody else, then? Although, I guess I could check around to see if I can find a, item that actually boosts it, so give me a second. I might be lucky enough to find it, so we're gonna go to the streets and see what we find. Alright. Alright, let's go. If we're looking for a boost to knowledges, I would assume clothing items would be the best focus here. Let's see. So, let's see. Elemental imbuement, not required. We could use Goggles of Purest Sight to help with the spell checks, but it's not required. We can get diamonds, we can get bits there, but nothing really sticks out there. Arcane Weaver, let's see, what do you got? Price in descending order. Okay, these gloves grant the wearer and his animal companion a +3 insight to attack and damage for the duration of animal focus. Good for a hunter, not so good in the long term for anybody else. Alright, Celestial Protection will give a confidence bonus to Lore Religion, which is really nice. Okay, so I guess we'll grab that. Gloves of the Ambassador increases knowledge world checks and a bonus to Charisma. Also Charisma, so that will increase knowledge world. This will increase lore religion. We're going to get the Wand of Animate Dead, because that's nice. Okay, we want to focus on trinkets. Okay. Nothing there sticks out. Okay, wands are alright, but not required. Okay, nothing really sticks out here, so we'll leave it alone. Alright, there we go. That is as much as I can get there, so we will try and arm ourselves with the knowledge as we can. Okay, so we will put the bound of responsibility. We'll put the celestial protection on. Then we'll put on the gloves of the diplomat here. Or the ambassador, rather. There we go. Let us check the... Let's check the character. Okay. It's slightly better, but I don't think we've got the points that we need just yet. Okay, so 17 Knowledge Arcana, 18 to Religion, 13 to Lore. Knowledge World has increased to 38, which is nice. We've got Bardic Knowledge, Glove of the Ambassador, Heroism, Insight, and we've got Skill-Focused Knowledge World. Interesting enough. Okay, I think this is the highest we can actually make it, so we're gonna have to wing it here now at this point. Okay. Let's see if we have enough to make this book combined, though. Okay, we should have 2 pieces of the book, I do believe. Let's go check it out. Oh, we've also... yeah. Okay. Alright, the lexicon. Let's use. Focus on the text, join the 2 halves. Try to compare the words. I've already talked about this before, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, we need 4 knowledge checks to make it happen. We can easily do the knowledge world check, though. Now, whether the dragon makes us succeed in this, I have no idea, but we'll see. The commander has in-depth knowledge of the territory of Old Socorus. This allows him to easily grasp the meaning of the lexicon's text. The words involved in the geographical description seem to lose interest and float away in a teeming swarm of phrases. This is probably going to fail, yep. Yep, we will load it up for now. But yeah, no, it's a very high difficulty that requires you to get big checks. So, unless you're a skill monkey or have items that will aid you in beating this process, it is tedious as all hell. That is why I need to buff myself as high as I possibly can with knowledge. Is there anything else I can use here? Okay, so the gloves of the ambassador triggers, okay. What else can I do to make this higher? Well, I don't think I can, is the problem, so I guess we're gonna have to leave it at that. Alright, let's see. Gloves, gloves, gloves. We wanted the... yeah, we want the stern hand still. That's still a good one. Oh, 1 second. Alright, I need to do something real quick, so I will be back shortly. But when I do return, I shall continue on. But it does seem like that we won't be able to get the path that I was hoping for there, but hey, we can only get so far. We'll still be a powerful lich at the end of the day, so that's the benefit that we're looking for. So, be back shortly, and when I return, things will continue to get chaotic. See you. Alright, I am now back. Let's get back into things. Now, to basically elaborate on what that book is, I guess I'll explain it. This book is required for you to understand a lot more lore that is going on, and I would have loved to show you guys it, because it would unveil a secret ending. I believe I've already talked about this before, but I never went into detail. If you go onto a specific day, going through the game, and you go into the final bit of the game on a specific day, at a specific time, you can actually unlock a secret ending. So, that's a fun thing you can do, if you really wanted to. It's not required, but it is an option that you have available to you. So, if you like this sort of thing, that's nice. Maybe I will explore it later on in my next playthrough, but unfortunately we will not be doing it this playthrough, so it's sad to see it go, but that's just how it is, huh? Besides, we're doing the Legend game, I do believe, next, so you only get so much to work with, but I digress. The point is that there's a secret ending involved there, so if you try your best to actually unveil it, it's gonna get you results. So, yeah. For now, though, I think we are as good as we can be, and I guess it's time we just get out there and go help Evelyn, because we've been dawdling on long enough. So, yeah, we're gonna go help out Evelyn, and we'll go from there. Yes. Because that is where we actually need to go right now, so, we'll see how things fare. Alright, from here then, we shall go all the way to Baphomet's Shrine. We don't have enough time to teleport, so it's kind of pointless, so we'll just make our way going. We'll save every now and again, so that way we don't run into any enemies too crazy. Alright, the army has reached our group and now attacks, as is expected. We shall send our forces to fight against them. Alright, that is 1,000 units. There. Jeez. Okay, let's use Siphon Time to start with. Well, actually, no. Let's... I can't use that, so... Yeah, no, let's... Yeah, let's... organize a levy of... Alright, so we got infantry here. Well, I guess spellcasters. We've got a shield bearer. Let's go with cavalry here. Alright. With that, then, we will now target the cultists here and start pelting them. And whittling down their forces. Yeah, we have a lot of fighting on our hand. Jeez. Okay, we will throw down a fireball, which is going to start dealing damage to them. We will hit the barrier here. Start pelting them with as much force as we possibly can. Okay, we activate this, and off we go. Alright, they attack the raiders. Alright, let's start whittling down the cultists here. Boop. Another attack. Alright, yeah, let's just keep going. Let's whittle them down. Alright, we're gonna probably lose our raiders at this rate, but that's fine. Okay. In fact, let's just do this. That way we can get some haste going. Okay, that's something. Okay, we'll deal with the cultist fighter. Alright, we will throw down another fireball here. Alright, we will move over there and attack up here. We will then use Bone Arrow to deal a significant portion of damage here, using some of our energy to make it happen. We will lose some forces, but I'd say that's a small price to pay considering what we're doing. So yeah. Just whittle down the forces here as much as we possibly can. Okay, we lose some Hell Knight there, that's fine. Alright. Deal with the cultists there. Done. These cultists are probably going to start using some abilities here. We are going to throw down another Bone Arrow. Okay. Okay, missile. And again, because obviously Magic Missile's gonna start pelting him really hard. Okay. Ow. Okay. They're really hurting themselves. Okay, we are going to increase the defenses of these foot soldiers here. We'll just have these guys wander forward. Start whittling down these guys as much as we can. Okay. I think we should be able to handle them. It's just a requirement on whether we're going to be able to take them out or not. So, let's see. We want to use... Okay, that's bonus to speed. I think we just need to do defensive formation here. We'll get a minus to attack, but considering the benefits of getting more AC, I think that's just for the better. Plus, the soldiers here are going to deal a lot over time. Besides, we're pelting them with so much magic that it's going to be unreal at this rate. Oh! Kaboom! Well, at least they're whittling themselves down, so I guess we do have that merit going for us. They won't be able to handle our tanks, though, so we're just gonna keep taking them out, I guess. We're just gonna defend ourselves here. And we're just gonna leave it to these guys, I guess. Shield wall. Let's use Shield of Faith to increase the armor there temporarily. Because every little bit counts for dealing with these guys. Okay. We'll just move up here for now. Hold our ground. Ignores the... I don't think these guys have damage reduction, so yeah, just ignore that. But hey, as long as these guys are dealt with, it don't matter. Yeah, the morale's just coming in. Nice. We could yeah, this unit could probably kill multiple if it really wanted to. But no, we're just going to defense it up and we should be good. We did lose a lot of units from this scuffle though, I feel. Well, at least the defense of these guys is really nice. We should be able to win this though. At the cost of significant units. We are going to move here and hold our ground. Okay, help them. Alright, that's one. This is two. There we go. We're finally divvying it up nicely. Alright, one more shield buff should be enough. Yep. There we go. Nice. We could go in, but there's no need. We're dealing enough damage that we don't need to worry about it. So, boop. And we can send the signifiers in to finish the job. Boop. Done. Took a lot of our forces, but whatever. The only things that managed to recover are the Hell Knights and that singular Raider. But that's just how the cookie crumbles. Could only do so much to it, unfortunately. But hey, we won, so that's the important part, right? Apologies. Alright, let's see. Alright, well, with that, the army continues on. The crusade continues, naturally. Their report. Okay. Kind of wish I could have addressed that while I was there, but I guess not. Oh well. It don't matter. I don't really care. Okay, well, we can just strengthen diplomatic connections yet again. We don't need last forces, so we'll ignore that. Let's see, how's recruitment going? We cannot do a single thing there. That's fine. Could be worse, I suppose. Could be worse. We shall save here, I guess. Alright, how's our armies looking? We want to send the raid party here to go on its excursion. The Advanced Squadron 2, while it has leveled up, it did suffer some casualty. So we are suffering from that. Let us go with... Alright, we get a guaranteed ability of Tactician. A few units can act out of turn. The number of units is equal to the level of feats. Okay, Intimidation. All enemy units have a 15% penalty to morale per feat. We are going to increase Master of Maneuver because that just means more units available to us. So that is going to give us a nice juicy 6 people in this army, which is an interesting situation to be playing, that's for sure. Alright, we unite the army here. Over there, there we go. The Undead Supply is going to continue on its journey over to the south, so that way it can join with the current army we've got. Defensive Squadron 1 is left there. Advanced Squadron 1 will be there. Defensive Squadron 2 is going to continue moving on its way in order to get to the position it was going to go to. I am worried about the units, though, I must admit, but we can only do so much. With that, though, we can save here, and we shall send our armies towards this demon army fortification and deal with the demon army inside. Let us claim more land. Alright. Oh. Just instant damage, I see. Well, that is unfortunate, because I can do some serious damage here, so... Let's see, 207, 207, 207... Alright, let's just nuke all these 3, because we don't need to worry about them. Or we don't want to worry about them. We shall deal with the Marilifts... do we deal with the Marilifts now, or later? Well, I mean, either way, the Babaus are going to be a nuisance, so let's focus on the Marilith, at least weaken her to a degree. And we'll go from there. Okay. And we'll send the zombies in. Could be a good distraction. Aha! Okay, the Marilith decided to run. Okay. I mean, that's a way to go about it, I suppose. Let us use channel negative energy. This should target everybody with a death effect, so... Yep. Cool. This should target everybody, and that deals some serious damage. We shall deal with the Babaus next. Throw a bolt their way. That means less units to worry about. We are going to position the skeletons here. The zombies here, so that way, we can, yeah, not have to worry about that. Alright. Scorching Ray. Boop. magic missile, or bolt, and attack. And I guess shield. Okay, it runs away, and, well, the Merilith is just gonna die. There we go. Thankfully, our forces will recover with this, so we got the win. No losses too much on our point of view, anyways. The mountain where the enemy camp was set up had a great view of the surrounding lands. It's no surprise that demons decided to claim the strategic point. Wasting no time, the soldiers started erecting a fort that would be the commander's eye in the region. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so now Chief Agaboya has Master of Maneuvers, Intimidation, and Inspiration. We honestly could do less with Inspiration, and I want to go with Intimidation here, because that will prevent enemies from acting normally, and it will just send them running. So, the reason it would be more beneficial for us to get Intimidation, because we're going to get more units as we go on with Chief Agaboya. So, we're going to go with Intimidation here. We also get Call Lightning, which is an interesting spell. A single target spell, no less. Okay, we can choose to attack north or south. Either way should be fine. We're going to save here. This should be fine. Okay. Alright, so we are going to go north because I'm more confident dealing with a large number of units with Agaboya than I am units that are spread out, I'd say. I'm more confident in this situation here, basically. Oh. Acid. Okay. Alright, fine. Channel negative energy. Completely counter it. Okay, that did not do a god dang thing. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we need to change our outlook here. As you can see, the battles can sometimes vary. At the very least, you do need some level of strategy if you're going through, so... Oh, hold on. Okay, there we go. I'll just minimize that, and we should not suffer from those things anymore. Okay. Okay, where were we? We're here. Now we need to go to the Crusade option. Do the campaign. Is this more difficult? I don't know. It's hard to say, really. I know Chief Agaboya is having a troublesome time, but that's just how it's been going so far, so... yeah. I don't know. Hard to say. Honestly, the biggest thing we need is more units, I think, so... or at the very least, something more to, some more beef that we need. Now, will this work? Okay, so it deals this to all living enemy units, and this heals all undead units, supposedly. Okay, we can do a fireball here, though, and that should target all three of these guys. And it should actually kill if we're lucky enough with damage. Okay, we're not that lucky with damage, but that's fine. We can deal with most of the axe throwers in this spot. We will hold our turn on the zombie and skeleton. Ow. Ow. Okay, these guys are gonna run up forward. Okay, I'm not too worried about the Glabrezu, personally. But we do still need for the zombies to be in position, so that way they're not going to be a problem. We're going to still target the Glabrezu here, just minimize their units as much as we can. Alright. We are going to fireball these two groups. get rid of them. Okay, we can attack the vanguard here, but we are going to focus on the axe throwers, because they are just going to whittle down my archers at this point. We will attack Glabrezu here. The zombies are going to take this advantage and press it and take out the guys here. Okay, they're going to attack here, deal some damage to our units, but honestly, could be worse. Alright, attacks the Minotaurs in distance. We now attack the Minotaurs here, and we get the kill. Done. Wasn't that bad. Could be worse. And we get more forces because of it, which is really nice. Numbers seem to be the winning side here. An army of Baphomet's furious warriors were reduced to dust by the Crusaders. Their leader couldn't believe he'd lost till the very end, even as his life was bleeding out to him. He kept staring at the unholy relic in his hands, astonished. The prisoners have said that this relic, intended to bring death to mortals, was apparently granted to him by Baphomet himself. This +5 adamantine breastplate grants his wearer immunity to fatigue and exhaustion. I don't think you need to say this, but this is a very, very potent item. So yeah, that's... Immunity to fatigue and exhaustion is quite literally the best thing you can get, I feel. But yeah. Let's see. We can't recruit anybody, so no use asking for that. Defense squadron's all used up, so off we go. Alright. We will push our way forward. We'll save here, because we're almost there. Okay. You spotted a traveling merchant. Sure, let's see. Let's see what we can find here. Every little bit matters, after all. Every little bit matters. Alright, skeletal salesman. Hello. What do you sell now? Okay. No, keep what you're selling. Show me your wares. Alright, price in descending order. A headband of mental perfection is a really powerful item. There's the Greater Bolster Metamagic Wand, which is nice, but not required. This Haramaki grants the wearer plus a DR6 against ranged attacks. This is really nice, especially for Evelyn, who probably doesn't have a Haramaki of this quality, but we don't need it, honestly, because we do have mage armor, which is equally as good. Anything else? We got potions, which is alright, but we'll grab the potions. It's healing, after all, for undead. Okay. We will grab the Headband of Mental Perfection, though. That is absolutely what we're going to grab. Because we can give that to somebody. And I think that somebody might be Evelyn, to be honest. Giving her a mental boost to everything is not going to be a bad thing for her. Okay, we are going to go accessories. Alright, headband, headband, headband. It is somewhere here. Up here. Let's see. Did we not get it? I'm fairly certain we did. What? Fast intelligence. Okay. Price in descending order? There we go. Boop. Now that should give her a +3 or +6 to all her mentals, which is really good. Got cloak of resistance here. How is the armor stuff and goods here? Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. So these guys are pretty decently armed. We will need to beef them up a bit more, I feel, so there will come a time where we do that, but that day is not today. We've got bigger stuff to handle. Alright, to Baphomet's Shrine. Alright, we will save here. Well, no. First we need to, oh, we can't recruit, so ignore that. Okay, let us rest here for a sec. organize what we can. Camouflage is gonna go horribly, but we can only do so much about it. Alright, let's see. Who's good at it? The only other person that's good is Evelyn, so we're gonna actually give Evelyn that job. We're gonna give her that job. We're gonna put... Yep, there we go. It's not the best outcome, but it's better than nothing. Let us save here, because this might be a deterring factor, worst case. Alright. Let's hope we get lucky. If we don't, we can just reload, I suppose. Okay. Did we get successful? Yes, we did, thankfully. Didn't make a potion displacement, but I could care less. It's fine.
Alright, let us begin. Let us enter Baphomet's shrine.
And buff up the high hell, that is. Alright. I see them. Look, there they are. A demon, and Toila's there too, standing right in front of him. She doesn't seem scared at all.
Bring them to me. Lord Baphomet will be pleased, especially after he sees the blood of the apostates. Yes, almighty Thassil God. Did you really think you could just walk away from the cult? You belong to us forever. No one will save you now. Not gods, not people, not even your weak little preacher.
Good. Good people are killing each other. Over and over. I've been trying to stop it, but I'm just a silly little beggar girl. Why did I ever think my words could help anyone? Let's go over there, Skeletor. Hurry! The Redeemed Knights can hold out for long. Or can't hold out for long. They need our help. And these stupid Templars. How can I make them see that they are wrong? I hate saying this, but... I hate saying this out of character myself, but... I have to stick to Skeletor's character. The Redeemed have listened to you, and where did it get them? We'll go, but spare us your useless sermons this time. Ember's shoulders slump as she stares at the ground. I failed them, didn't I? If they die, it will be my fault. After all, they were brought here by my words.
Forward, slaves of Baphomet. Prove to the Master you are worthy to serve him.
Hold it, Redeemed. Don't take a single step back. We have no right to lose this battle. Ember taught us to win despite fear and despair. And this situation is scary and desperate beyond belief, right? That means it's time to win. Don't give up. We're on our way. Okay, well, we can't go anywhere until we buff up, so... Well, I guess we could. I could care less. Bugger it, let's see how we fare without buffs. I'm kind of curious, to be honest.
I crave for adventure.
Yeah, so let's go. Bugger it. Oh, wait, no, we can actually save it. Hold on. Let's load. Yeah, we can buff here. Because it only starts when you move a little bit further up, so... As long as we buff up now, we should be fine.
So let's get to it. Let's buff. Let's get swole. Yeah.
Alright, we bless. Throw down the shields of faith as we do. Make sure we are all swole. Okay, 4. We'll also give Evelyn the buff as well, because she's going to be acting here. Executioner, Bismuth. Alright, good aligned to everybody who's going to be attacking melee. Okay. There we go. Eagle Splendor. Effortless Armor. Alright, there we go. Bark skin. Now all the resistances. Okay. Okay, let's go resist Sonic. Archon Aura. We go Magical Vestment here. Throw down this. There we are. Protections from all energy types, naturally, is going to make us really good. Alright, freedom of movement comes in. Okay, 3 key players. Alright, life bubble now. Man, we do a lot of prep here. We certainly do. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, we use this to see Blessing of Luck and Resolve, Angelic Aspect, Frightful Aspect, Winds of Vengeance, and Mind Blank Communal. And that should be all the buffs there.
All this waiting bores.
Alright, this is taking us a while, but that needs to be done. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Bark skin for everybody who's going to melee. Okay, I think I can get away with the skeleton. I think I can actually give the buff to Skeletor. I'm kind of curious. Yeah, I'm kind of curious there. So, we'll get that. Alright, Bismuth. Alright, we use Animal Aspect Gorilla. Alright, Echolocation, Freedom of Movement for everybody. Okay. Okay, and we will give it to the Executioner, because I'm more worried about him. We'll boost up him. Okay, we will give everybody buffs. Stone Skin Communal. Full Strength. Owl's Wisdom. Sea Mantle. This. Vial of Strength. We will then upgrade into a dragon.
Shall we move? We shall move.
Now, Bark Skin of Beastman. Alright, Bismuth. Skeletor. Evelyn, and we'll give one to Ember, because she needs it. Find Traps. Alright, Deadly Poison Communal. Alright, the usual buffs here. Okay. 4, 5, 6, and 7 on Bismuth. Yep. Now for heroism. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Oh, 8. There we go. Alright, Ice Body, Foresight. Alright, Heroic Evocation. And while that's going on, we can start buffing with Skeletor. Alright, move Fear. Do we want to go Blurs? You know what? We might as well. At the very least for melees. We don't need to go for ranged. Yeah, we'll save it for ranged. Okay, there we go. So we don't need it for Evelyn, we don't need it for Ember or himself, so there's that. Ember, you've already got a ranged weapon, so that is fine by me. We're going to give you Deadeye temporarily for now. That's going to help you with your attacks at least a little bit, I would imagine. So, yep. I guess we'll see how that fares, but I'm not willing to level you up, to be honest, so I'm going to leave it at that. We are going to upgrade things here. We're going to give Merman a boost. We're going to give Trap Jaw boost. We're also going to give the Skeletal Executioner. And we'll also do Evelyn. Or Ember here, herself here. How is Arrow Protection? It's already on. Vampiric Blade. Let's just put Deny Death on Ember because I'm confident we can survive this. Thought Sense. Bone Shield. Do False Grace so everybody gets some serious buffs. We don't need to activate Blessing of Unlife here. We will activate Sea Mantle. We will activate Fiery Body here. We will activate the Sense Vitals here. And I don't think I need to activate Displacement, so I'm just going to use Haste here. And this should give us a significant enough boost that we don't need to worry about it. I will also use Eyes of Badak here, so there is that. And the only one I'm going to make invisible for this time is Ember. We are also going to use Firebrand, I think. That way we can deal even more damage. So, not a full buff team, but it's close enough that it's fine. We will save here, and we will move in. Let's go.
Oh, Lord Baphomet, smite these pitiful freaks.
Don't kill them. No. No!
Lord Baphomet, accept this sacrifice.
Nice try.
Fear me, for I am violent.
Time for violence. Oh. Okay, seems Merman is suffering a little bit, but that's fine. Should be able to survive and thrive here, given a bit of effort. Yeah, let's stop you from casting sleep. Let's just use the normal things here. Okay, there we go. Organize up. Alright. We are going to spam some healing on Merman here real quick. Actually, we can just use a single heal here. There we go. That should be good. That should be fine. We'll save, and then we'll be going.
Alright, let us commit violence.
Oh, okay. Please stop.
The elf's faint voice is drowned out by the din of battle. Even the redeemed do not hear her, fighting with the last of her strength against the enemy's superior forces.
Don't kill them.
The girl calls in vain to the soldiers, but they cannot hear her. One by one, the redeemed fall by the Templar's swords.
Forgive me. I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
Shaking with sobs, Ember falls onto her knees and watches the people who followed her teachings perish.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Weak.
Alright, we are going to immediately just throw down a big damage spell, because why not? Besides, we kill demons often, so it's fine. They're not going to have a fun time. Done. Okay, and yep, the Glabrezu Wrecker gets destroyed. Everyone is dead. All of them.
The girl sobs, burying her face into her hands. She doesn't notice you right away. You have to call her name a few times before she looks at you with wandering eyes, red from weeping.
Who are you?
She sniffles, wiping her snot-covered hands on her clothes. Have you forgotten me?
Forgotten? I don't know. I guess.
Why are you crying?
Everyone's dead. Everyone.
The girl sniffles loudly and wipes her nose with the hem of her skirt.
Everyone's dead. Everyone's dead.
Do you remember who you are?
Who am I?
She stops sniffling for a moment and wrinkles her forehead, thinking.
A trickle of spit runs from her half-opened mouth down her chin.
Who am I?
Remember, they called you Ember. You and I fought demons together.
Ember? Embers are warm. They keep the cold away at night.
She looks from side to side, then sniffles again.
You know, everyone's burned. There's no one left.
I have to go.
Just don't die too, like everyone.
The elf buries her face in her hands and bursts into tears.
Playing hide and seek now?
Well, that's sad. Well, oh. Wait, how did she get the protective aura? Ah, it probably is like an ability we have. Well, I think I've, turned, Ember insane. Ember the Righteous walked through the abyss and returned alive. With that, it would be shameful for us to be afraid of demons. Your words once again saved me. I'll carry your message across Galarian. So yeah, I think we've just basically broken the mind of Ember. Which, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like out of character. It really feels bad, because I much prefer the good ending. That's just a personal choice of mine, personal opinion, but I'm sure a lot of people share sentiments, because the game can get quite emotional once you realize, you know, you've bonded with these people for so long. There is an alternative ending, and it's very interesting to see, but I won't spoil that for now. When I play this game again, I'll be playing a good aligned character, so you guys will get to see something very... You guys will get to see the interesting part of it, at the very least. Which is nice, in of its own right. However, though, it does seem that Ember has gone cuckoo. But that's just how it goes sometimes, right? Sometimes the sanity of war just breaks people. That's just how it goes sometimes. Okay, we're going to teleport to Dresden. We are going to take Ember out from the party. She can still stay with us, but she is, she's not coming along on the journey, that's for sure. But with that, we can now organize our group a little bit. There we go. And we're going to make our way to Chili Creek. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a journey, 2 days, but considering we have to do a lot of stuff anyways, it's kind of... Yeah. Do we want to miss his immersion? No, it's fine. But yeah, no, we're going to make our way through, let's see, armies, how's it going? Mountain Warren, we never actually upgraded that place, so... Let's manage this real quick, and see if we can upgrade it a little bit, before we go to that village. Okay, we are going to give it the usual spiel. We're going to give it a inn, a supply center. We can go for a spellcaster lodge, I suppose, if we really wanted to. Yeah, let's go spellcaster lodge, and let us go with... Yeah, for this one, we will not use... Well... Yeah, we don't need a citadel now, but... Well... Yeah, for now, let's use a citadel. Once we know our defenses are solid and we've anchored ourselves deep into the world wounds, like a raking claw, we should be fine. But until then, we will just garner resources and then purchase a massive army when they return. So yeah, every little bit counts. Alright, let's see. Nope, we just wish to evade that. Nameless Ruins, we do not want to solve it just yet. No, I do not want to go rest. I want to save here and continue on. I will probably return when, yeah, I'll probably have to return, but yeah. Nope, I am not going to rest until I am good. Okay. Alright, the advanced squadron can now commence. We are going to progress over to army, or the army over here, I think. And we're just going to build up our forces, continue the fight, and attack all that stand before us. We should be able to deal with the plague dragons here, actually. We should be able to deal with this demon army, but... yeah, let's deal with this army first. I'm kinda... okay, we can't deal with that army just yet. Oh, nope, we can. We just have to redirect, essentially. So we'll go there, we'll deal with this, and then we'll keep going. Okay, we are left with 3 dragons of sorts. Fallen dragons, no less. We should be able to deal enough damage to target them all. Yep, they're all in a square that we can't attack, so boom. That's a win. Just a single fireball. That works. Wasn't expecting it to be that easy, but spellcasters are overpowered as generals, so that's just how it goes. This mining settlement built by the gold mines wasn't ravaged by demons. A flock of corrupted dragons who allowed greed and demonic energy to taint their hearts, killed all the mortals, and feasted on their bodies. In the darkness of the mines, they were laying on the heaps of glinting ore, until the Crusaders came along and brought retribution to them. Nice. Okay, we got something here, so we will engage this, I think. We will save, and we will move to the demon army here. And engage the monsters there. Okay. Okay, they're gonna start doing something. They've basically paralyzed us, which is not fun. Mass hold. Okay, so they're limiting our movement completely as a result of this. That's not fun. Okay. Wow. That's painful. Okay. Just to ruin us completely. Oh, I apologize. I was muted that entire time. That was horrible. Apologies there. I'm not sure how long I was muted for, although I will apologize all the same. That is still a horrible situation. Let's load. At least, come on guys, you can succeed this. You're undead, you should be immune to the effects of hold perk. Well, I guess not in army form. Okay, let's see. You know what? Let's actually load. We're gonna load here. Because it's clear that this is gonna be hellish, no matter what we do, so... Alright, so what we're gonna do here is... we are going to reorganize our army here. Okay, we go back to the army here. Zachorius is revealed. Okay, so we got the Glyphs of the Rune Lord bits. We've got a stage play waiting for us. We've got the Fate of Baphomet's Fire. We can make Baphomet's Fiery Robe, or we can make a Baphomet's Fiery Gloves. Okay, Guide to all Crusader Restore Relics. Let's see. We're looking for Baphomet stuff, so give me a moment here. Okay, let's see. Dirty Squealer, no. Attractive Impulse, no. Soul Shear, no. Here we go. Baphomet's Fire. If we go with the shirt option, we can get a shirt that makes all wearers' fire spells deal an additional 46 fire damage, and it makes enemies suffer a -2 to AC. So, if we're going with fire spells, Baphomet's Fire on a shirt is really fantastic. Also, you can get the second option, which is whenever a wearer kills an enemy with a fire spell, they gain immunity to ability score damage, and their mental ability scores are increased by 6 for 3 rounds. In addition, all allies deal an additional 3d6 fire damage on successful attacks with weapons for 1 round. As for the gloves grant the wearer the ability to ignite inner fire within themselves. While it's active, the wearer suffers 2d6 fire damage. This damage bypasses all resistances and immunities per round, but deals the same amount to enemies with every melee attack that hits. So basically, if you do not have... Okay, so basically, you would suffer 2d6 fire damage if you were to go with first option for gloves for every melee attack, but the enemy would also get unresistible damage as well. The other option is whenever the wearer of these gloves lands a sneak attack against an enemy, the enemy becomes vulnerable to fire for 1 round and suffers 2d6 additional fire damage. In addition, whenever the enemy who has been hit by the wearer at least once takes fire damage from any source, they suffer a -3 to all saves for 2 rounds. The gloves are really interesting because I could, you know what? I could see the gloves working for one such individual. Let's go with the gloves. We are going to go with the gloves because I could see, yeah, I could see, what is it, Trapjaw using them. Because he does do sneak attacks, so this would add an additional bonus to his sneak attacks. And if we give him a fire-based attack, which we actually can because of our unique spell, we can actually make him deal even more damage. So that 300 is going to boost up even more further. Okay, there we go. Alright, that's done. Okay, we can now do some other things here. We're going to strengthen diplomatic connections, naturally. We're going to strengthen the chain of command. Let's see, anything else that we need to do? Not really. Yeah, we should be fine for a while. Besides, we need to get the campaign running, so that's necessary. Alright, we are going to move our armies over to the Mountain Warren. Naturally. Off we go. Defense Squadron 2 is going to keep going all the way to the end here, because they are going to be on defensive duty from henceforth. They're going to be responsible for protecting Necromancer's Grave from any enemies that we run into. Defense Squadron 1 will maintain position, and we'll just have the Advanced Squadron 1 take out more enemies. So we're going to save here. We do need to separate them a little bit, because that is the whole reason why paralysis even worked in the first place. So we're going to have the archers here. There we go. This should make things a lot easier for us, because they won't be able to bind us now, which is good. Well, they can, but they'll bind one person. The zombies. So now, with this, we can, I think, use channel negative energy here. And it shouldn't affect too much. I'm more worried about the Ass Giants more than anything, so... I could do Call Lightning here. Yeah, it would deal 99 or 99 damage. Okay, we then can use the Archers to deal another set damage. There we go. Alright, cool. We will hold out here. The zombies are going to be paralyzed for just a little bit, but we will be able to deal with salamanders now. Okay. The Galu are going to try their best to deal as much damage as possible. We can get a fire... Alright, sorry about that. I was just having a chat. Okay. I think we can get away with channel negative energy here. And it would target everybody, so yeah, why not? Boop. We can then deal with the salamanders here. I'm not too worried about the dude here, because honestly, we're going to deal enough that it honestly isn't that big problem. Okay, skeletons suffer a bit of damage, that's fine. We can then deal with the Galu here. And the giant salamanders get whittled down even further. And honestly, we have enough forces that we can handle this. There we go. Solid. We get our units back, and then we just keep going. Alright, cool. The demon cultist fought to the last, using her charms to to dominate and kill many soldiers. The cleric who examined her corpse found a decorated pin in her hair, one which emanated Dark's energies. The terrible trophy was sent to the commander so that he could decide its fate. Alright, cool. We got a level up in addition to this. And we're now at level 17 with Chief Agaboya. Once per battle, the general can cast 2 spells in a single turn, or all spellcasting units can use their spells 1 additional time. I don't think I need to say this, but Twin Cast is way better. So I'm going to get Twin Cast for the obvious reason that we are going to be double casting henceforth, which in of its own right is an insane ability, no less. We are going to progress forward to this demon army here, I feel. We are going to save, and we will anchor up. Alright, Advanced Squadron is going to remain here until further notice. We can't recruit anybody until this restoring order is finished. So yeah, we will close out of here because I'm satisfied with the results so far. Let's keep going to the Chili Creek, and we'll rest here. We do not want to enter this location just yet, but we will use this chance to reorganize and get everybody back into a proper position. Alright. Cheese Crostada, Potion Displacement, satisfied with the results. Let's get going. Let us rest. Okay, with that, we've let time pass. The corruption has slowly crippled on, or creeped up further. But that is a small price that we can easily resolve in a moment. For now, though, let us go to venture. Maybe we can see what's going on and see what interests we can take advantage of here. We shall milk everything we can. Alright. First, we're probably going to want to buff up. Then we'll worry about healing and all that jazz, so I'm not too worried about waiting here. Okay, Triclops. Alright, Trapjaw. Evelyn. Skeletor. Executioner, and Bismuth. It's nice to see the characters in a light, though. It really is. All we've been seeing so far is just like grim and grim, dark, and you know, crimson and all that jazz. It's not that fun. But hey, at least we're getting to see some nature for once. It's a big difference from what we've seen so far. Okay, from here we just keep going. It's gonna be naturally a buffs fest, so that's just how it goes. I will be buffing to full here because I can. But yeah, every little bit counts. Alright, Archon's Aura. We are going to buff Merman here. Magical Vestments. Alright, all the protections now. Okay. 3, 4, and 5. Alright, here comes the freedom of movement. Okay, and that's... the third one goes on Beastman. There we go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, and 8. There we go. Alright, True Seeing. Alright, Blessing of Luck and Resolve. Alright, Angelic Aspect Greater, Frightful Aspect, Wind of Vengeance, and finally Magic Mind Blank Communal. Alright, here we go. Now for Beastman. Jeez, this is a lot of stuff. But it needs to be done, otherwise we are just faffing around. Okay, we already used it on Trapjaw. Okay, so Evelyn and Skeletor now. Okay, Bark Skin for everybody that's going into melee. Okay, there we go. Bismuth, and Skeletal Executioner. Alright, Magic Fang Greater. 2 through 3. Alright, Animal Aspect Greater. Feather Step Mass. Cool. Echolocation. Now, we do Freedom of Movement for everybody else. Okay, and finally, yep, there we go. Animal Growth next. Cat's Grace. Stone Skin Communal. Full Strength. Owl's Wisdom. Sea Mantle. Alright, Frightful Aspect. We shall then tack on Triclops. There we go. We don't need to give it to Skeletor or Evelyn, to be honest, but I guess that is an option. But we will activate... Okay, this deals 20 damage to all his companions to get chosen to Dark Nova effect. Okay. Chosen in the Dark Nova effect, companions receive 5 damage against prey of the chosen. Okay, Dark Aura, Light Aura. All companions gain 2 insight to saving throws and skill checks. Versus all enemies gain a -2. All companions gain a +2 profane bonus to attacks and opportunities and critical hit confrontation. Yeah, I prefer Light Aura here. There we go. That way everybody gets the aura there. We will drink a mutagen of strength. We are then going to transform into a dragon. Alright, we activate Bark Skin. Shield. Expeditious Retreat. Mirror Image. Effortless Armor. Drink a mutagen of Dexterity. Dragonkind it up. There we go.
Let's move already.
Okay, Evelyn. We are going to shield those that are going to be not wearing armor. Alright, Evelyn, mage armor up. Alright, find traps. Alright. Poison. Death ward for everybody. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Alright, 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, we're getting a lot of buffs, jeez. I keep forgetting like how much buffing we do on a daily... Oh, where are you going, Evelyn? What are you doing? I want you to buff. Don't run. Okay, there we go. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright, Ice Body. Foresight. Okay. Before we do that, we will drink the mutagen. There we go. Now, Skeletor shall do his spells. Okay, we're gonna do the usual. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Alright, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, hold on. Yeah, so we've got everybody excluding the skeletons and all that jazz, so there we go.
This waiting bores me.
Okay, Executioner now. There we go. And we do the same for Bismuth here. Yep, he managed to receive it. Perfect. Alright, we now use Mirror Image. Alright, primary hands get upgraded. And that's 2 and 3 for Skeleton Executioner. Protection from Arrows Communal. Vampiric Blade. Deny death for everybody. We should be getting some serious buffs here. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Should be going for a skeletal executioner there. Thought sense is gonna help. Bone shield. False grace. Blessing of unlife goes on to everybody except the skeleton. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 for bismuth. Okay, cool. And we can do protection from spells if we want. Honestly, for this instance, I actually do want to do it. Because there's a very specific reason why I do need to do it. So we're just going to get protection from spells here. There is a good reason why I'm doing this. You'll understand in a moment. Okay, we will throw down a sea mantle here. Fiery body. Alright, sense vitals. We shall use haste. Alright, since vitals have been used, now we get haste. Do we want displacement? Yes, we do, but I'm only going to give it to one person, and that be Merman. Because he's the only one I can see using it often. Alright, so we're going to move Evelyn and Skeletor over.
Let's move.
Because I want them to be under the effects, while, I want them to be under the effects of rage. So that way they get their buff, well, Evelyn and, Skeletor don't. Because this is a very specific thing here. Okay, there we go. Those two, all of them get rage, so that's going to boost up their stats a little bit more. Alright, we are going to use Eyes to Badok. We're going to use invisibility on everybody else otherwise. Because if we do that, then we don't need to use as many displacement abilities. Because invisibility will make us less likely to be attacked. Whereas displacement just focuses on being very evasive here. Okay, 3. Alright, 4. Okay, now, bismuth. Okay, skeleton is not invisible. I do believe bismuth is also the same. Yep. And we'll just close those up for now, as we affect bismuth here. We will also do the same to the executioner. There we go. And then we can follow up with a final one, which is Firebrands, for some serious boost there. We've already got Fiery Body on, so we don't need to go through that again. Alright. Let us save. And this will probably be the last thing I do today, but we'll see. If we have extra time, I'll probably see what else I can do. But yeah.
Commander, the cleric is lying on the riverbank. The sand is soaked with his blood. Save Melissa. What happened to you? The village. So beautiful. So peaceful. So many good people living here. Something has been worrying me since the day I came here. Would stop thinking about all the strange rituals in the grove and all the weird conversations about Firstborn being doomed to die. I tried not to think too much about it. The villagers were not willing to embrace the faith of Erastil. I didn't want to appear judgmental. But I was wrong. I should have trusted my instincts. There was a great evil at work in this village. When Melissa and I decided to get married, she told me that she wanted to do it under the rights of the Erastil. I hadn't asked her to do that, but she already made up her mind. It was entirely her decision. She asked me not to tell Markel about it, and we tried to keep things quiet, but found out about it anyway. Well, he grew more and more gloomy with each passing day.
Did not understand what was going on until Melissa finally told me the truth. Something that everyone else in the village knew except for me. Locals performed the wedding rites upstream from the isles on the boat. The bride is supposed to take off her wreath and send it floating down the stream, while she recites horrible, profane oath that I do not wish to repeat. You see, when she gives away her wreath, she also promises to give her firstborn to the river. Body, mind, and soul. It may not happen right away. It may take years, but in the end, the river will always take what it belongs to us. And Markle is a few minutes older than Melissa. Do you see? The dying man whispers hoarsely. You can hear the anguish in his voice. The people of Chili Creek believe that they worship the river. But these rites are not druidic in nature. They are not the rituals of the Green Faith, or the cultic practices of some minor deity. No, this malevolent force, whatever it is, has the physical presence in this world. Markle has lost his mind. His parents swore to give him to this monster, and now it has deprived him of his sanity. It took Melissa to the Isle. It's probably where the monster lives and where sacrifices to it are made. So the locals sacrifices their firstborns to the river, and the bridal wreath is part of the ritual? Not exactly. The locals are decent people. They don't kill their children with their hands. The wreath is a sign of obedience. The future parents agree that the river can take their firstborn whenever it wants. It has the right to take their bodies, their minds. It can summon them at any time and demand services from them. And sometimes, the river exercises that right. There's more. Markle was the firstborn son, the older twin. When he did this to me, he wasn't himself anymore. I believe that the river took control of him. Whatever monster the locals worship have been controlling his thoughts and actions. What must I do to save Melissa? Markle took her to Pikefin. It's an isle in the middle of the river. You can see it from here. Indeed, if you look closely, you can see a small rocky isle, partially obscured by the river's mist. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to say that in character. Indeed. If you look closely, you can see a small rocky isle, particularly obscured by the river's mist. Something drove him insane. The evil has controlled this village for all these years. It lives on that isle. Take one of the boats from the village and set her free. You need help. No. It's too late for me. I can already hear Rastil's haunting horn. My god is waiting for me. All I ask is that you save my wife. My journey through this world. The cleric can barely speak. He coughs up blood and continues weakly. My journey is over. You've been gravely injured. Who did this to you? Markle. He wounded me and threw me into the river. Guess he thought I'd drown. But somehow I made it back to shore. Perhaps it was old Deadeye himself who helped me, so that I could speak to you. The cleric is having difficulty breathing. Markle. But it isn't his fault. He hasn't been himself. The evil of the river has driven him insane. He must be stopped at all costs, but if you can, if it's at all possible, try to save him too. Farewell, Jerkana. Rest in peace. Save her. The cleric's breath is shallow and ragged. His quivering lips go still. His eyes close and passes away to his god. It is time to hunt. Oh, hello. Just sudden ancient water elementals, okay. Just casually. That's fine. That's why we buffed up. We are going to quickly go and buff, or heal. We cannot heal because rage is in effect. Right. I completely forgot about that, huh? Ah well, that's fine. We should be able to heal undead this way, though, so that's no option. Okay, that's a heal, and we can do healing undead here if we swap over. This will give us a boost to it. There we go. There we go. One more should do it. Done. Alright, cool. Okay, let's organize up. Let's see. What have you guys got to offer us here? Okay, well. I guess we go over onto a boat and just continue on. Yep, sail to the island. We're going to save here, because it's probably going to get dicey real quick. And we'll go from there.
What is more dangerous? The unpredictability of nature, or the hostile intentions of another? The malevolent force hiding on the island is as wild, volatile, and ruthless as a natural world. But it also has a cunning intelligence, a devious and vindictive desire to keep away unwanted guests. As soon as the commander reaches for the oars, the water around the boat turns into a thick sheet of ice that freezes the vessel into place. What will the commander do now?
He shall try to break the ice with his weapon.
Solid ice is strong, but metal is stronger. After a good deal of slashing and hacking, the boat finally free from the icy shackles. The commander sets off to the shore for a small rocky isle, but his journey does not go unnoticed, and it seems that someone on the isle does not like uninvited guests. Suddenly, the mist that rises from the surface of the river thickens into a dense cloud of fog. It blinds the sense. Where's the shore? Where's the isle? The fog is so thick the commander cannot even see the oar he is holding in his hand. What will the commander do now that he is blinded by fog?
Okay.
Let us close our eyes. It's time to navigate by sound instead of sight. The sound of running water, the splash of a fish, the wind rustling through the branches of the forest, the sound of a bird chirping on the shore far away. All of these sounds paint a picture in the commander's mind that no fog can hide. A light breeze slowly begins to dissipate the cloud of fog. The boat is headed straight toward the island. It will not be long before the commander reaches the black, rocky shore of the Pike. The rocky isle is desolate and bare. Blue-gray lichen and a few sparse, straggling weeds are all that survive on its black rocky shore. Further inland, the entrance to a cave gapes open like a toothless mouth. Suddenly, a violent gust of wind sweeps out from the entrance to the cave toward the river. The water, which was once calm only moments ago, begins to swell into massive, foaming waves that threaten to smash the boat into the boulders-lined coast. How will the commander reach the shore? Call out to the unseen force that cast the spell, and demand to be allowed on the island. The commander's intimidating presence seems to frighten the storm into submission. The wind grows calm and the waves subside. He steers the boat down the river toward the isle, and disembarks without any further complaints. It is hard to believe that only moments ago the calm, lazy river was a maelstrom of raging waters and rushing currents. The air is still and peaceful. The howling gales and roaring winds have completely subsided. The isle looks calm, but so did the river. Looks can be deceiving. The lichen-covered black boulder along the shore does not look like they have ever been disturbed. It would be easy to assume that this isle is uninhabited. There are no bones or traces of any rituals. But after moving further inland, the commander sees Markle's boat. It has been carefully pulled up onto shore beyond the reach of the waves. Noises can be heard from within the cave ahead. There is a shrill, angry voice followed by the sounds of a woman's scream.
Oh boy, let us see what let us see what problems await us. Okay, so we got some traps that we've got to address. Interesting.
There's something unusual.
Okay, so we're gonna carefully, okay, we can get a disarm here, I think. Oh, just barely missed that, okay. Could be worse. Okay, we got some loot here. Nothing too crazy, though. Disarm this. We can disarm this now. Okay, what else is here? Oh, there's another trap here. So, yeah, those places are riddled with traps, apparently. Okay. Interesting.
I sense something.
Okay, we want Merman to go over.
Key to victory.
Gonna carefully just map things out for him.
There's something unusual.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can carefully make our way across. Just... Oh, well. Nearly. Okay. We're gonna have to disarm this here. There we go. Disarm this. Okay. Gather everybody and we should be good to go. Okay. Everybody here. Yep, everybody's there. Okay. Line up. And, alright, let's go. We'll have to see how things fare. Oh. Hello. Alright, let's save here and see what happens. It seems like we've got some interesting visitors here. The cave is cold and dark. The ground is covered in fog. An icy current of air flows towards you from the depths of the cave. Water drips from the ceiling, and dim lanterns cast grotesque shadows on the walls. All of these years, we've been worshipping the three of you. All of our prayers to the icy rill. All of our sacrifices. Oh gods and our children. It's been you the whole time. Melissa is huddled in a corner, clasping a withered wreath of grass and flowers to her chest. She looks like she's been crying. Standing in front of her are three horrifying hags. Markle sits at their feet like a faithful dog.
And what's wrong with us, child?
The old woman's skin is even whiter than her hair, and her breath hangs in the air like an icy mist. Her voice is kind, but her gentle words lack sincerity. Beneath her friendly exterior, she is cold and as ruthless as ice.
We did not wish to bring you any harm to you or your brother. Unfortunately, you have not given us what we owed. Deliver to the river what is rightfully hers, and both of you can leave in peace. You're always too soft, Laxvia.
This hag's voice sounds like the roar of the wind during a storm. Her skin is covered in a spiderly blue veins, and her eyes flash like lightning.
Do what you're told, lass. Hand over that wreath or face the consequences. You won't escape us. You can run, but you can't hide from old Latinda.
Loretia, Lavasia, my sisters, do you hear me? Do you know what has designed? Do you know what is destined to happen, must happen? The old woman speaks in a whisper. Her blind eyes are cloudy as the fog on the river, but she turns and points her finger at you resolutely. Look at who has arrived. This is the one whose face was revealed to us in the dark waters.
He's here already? Well, that's a surprise.
The old woman clucks approvingly.
We dislike uninvited guests, but you are clearly strong, agile, and smart. We appreciate those qualities in a person. Very well. Since you are here, you might as well come in.
Melissa, are you alright?
Commander, Arasta be praised. Those things drove Markle crazy and made him kill my husband. I don't understand what they want. Please save us. So you praise the old stag now? Ungrateful child, who has kept you, fed, and protected you from every danger. Did your mother worship the old hunter? How about your grandmother or her grandmother before her? Did they offer him praise? I think not.
The hag shakes her head, a hoary head, in disapproval. Marco, what's wrong with you? Laxia reaches down and gives the man at her feet a pat on the head.
He is absolutely fine. He's a good boy and an obedient boy. He respects his elders, never talks back, and has respect for his mother, River. Isn't that so?
Marco's face is contorted in pain. You can see the desperation in his eyes as he struggles against a power that has seized control of his mind.
Help me. Save my sister from me. The rivers will take. The rivers always take what belongs to her.
Who are you?
Who are we? Perhaps we are the waves on the river, or the fish in the deep. Perhaps we are the mist on the water. Are we solid? Are we solid ice or raging storm? Why have you asked the question when you already know the answer?
The Tinder's eyes stare blindly off into the distance.
Haven't we already met before, between two shores? My sister is wise, but she likes to speak in riddles.
Lavaxia's icy blue lips curl into an amicable smile.
We are the three maidens of the river, generous to those on the river and revered by those on the land. We fill nets with fish, we keep the filth of the abyss away from our people, and we ask for very little in exchange. Ungrateful mortals!
Lorenda stomps her feet.
We do everything for them, and what do we get in return? Nothing. Instead of being thankful for our protection, these ingrates have started praying to some old bowman.
So you've been deceiving the villagers. They think that they worship the river. They have no clue that they're actually offering sacrifices to 3 hags.
Is it deceit? They pray to the river. Are we not the embodiment of the river? They make sacrifices. Do we not accept them? And when they ask for help, do we not help? Well, there's gratitude for you, mortals. We stay awake all night out of concern for their well-being. We fend off demons so they can feel safe. But instead of appreciating our efforts, they call us liars. If it was up to me, I'd make you...
The hag shakes her fist.
You shouldn't insult us like that. We find your accusations offensive. We are not mortal tricksters pretending to be gods. We are one with the river. The villagers have agreed to pay the price for our help. We offered them a fair bargain.
The hag glares at Melissa coldly.
This stupid girl decided to cheat us. If anyone here has fallen victim to deception, it is us.
What's going on here then?
I don't know. They did something to Markle. They made him kill Jerna, and then they ordered him to bring me here. And now they want... We don't want much, child. Just your wedding wreath. Give it to us and the 2 of you can leave in peace. After all, we've protected you from all kinds of calamities. We've provided your village with food. Don't we deserve your respect and gratitude for our gifts? Will you begrudge us the one thing we ask of you? Why do you need it?
Melissa wipes away her tears.
You killed my husband. I'm a widow now. Why do you need my wedding wreath?
You recall Jurgana's words. When the villagers cast away their wreaths, they promised to give their firstborns to the river. Why would the hags want a widow to complete this ritual? There could only be one answer. Melissa doesn't know it yet, but she must be pregnant with his firstborn child. What did you do to Markle? How come you've managed to take control of his mind?
How does the river control a leaf that falls into a stream? How does the sky control the fog that rolls into water? We didn't do anything. We didn't have to. He is a firstborn, and that means he belongs to us by right. In fact, he was promised to us before he was born. We kept him alive because we thought he might prove useful to us. And we were right. The river is patient. She does not need to hurry. She can take what belongs to her whenever she wants. That's right. He belonged to us before he was even born. He'll do whatever we tell him to.
Lorenda shrieks with laughter as she says this. Melissa, be reasonable. Show these old ladies some respect. Give them a wreath, and then you and Markle can leave.
But, you really think that...
Melissa stares at her wreath in hesitation.
Fine. After all, they're just dried flowers. I don't know why you need them, but you can have them. That's a good girl. Very good.
The old woman looks pleased.
You see? Everything worked out in the end. And thank you for talking some sense into her. Here, take this for your efforts. Its magic may prove useful, and now you should all leave. Everything's been settled peacefully. Markle, you should leave too. You've served us well. But now, we will not keep you.
Alright, yeah. So yeah, that is the bad ending, essentially, but considering we're evil, this seems like the best way to go about things. We're not going to kill the hags, because they do protect the village, ultimately, so if you think about it in a roundabout way, I'm actually doing good in a bigger... bigger scope, I'm doing better in this circumstance, so... me doing this was actually good.
Thank you for saving us from those monsters. I didn't think I was going to survive, and Markle... I thought I'd lost him forever.
Sister, forgive me. I have no excuse for my actions.
It's not your fault, I guess. Those hags were controlling your mind, weren't they?
They would have never ensnared me if I had not been such an easy target. I really did not like Jurgena. It's against your marriage, and the hags used that to control me. Melissa looks down. After a while, she answers softly.
I don't know if I will ever be able to really forgive you, but... you're the only family I have now.
What are the two of you going to do next?
I will bury my husband in the ground. Then I'll leave. I'll go wherever the wind takes me, as long as it's far away from the river. I never want to see this place again.
We're experienced travelers. We'll be fine wherever we go. We'll head along the Selin River towards the River Kingdom, and then we'll find somewhere to settle. Did you tell the villagers the truth? Do they know that they've been worshipping hags this whole time?
I did, but they don't believe me.
Melissa casts a glance towards the village and shakes her head bitterly.
They don't want to believe the truth. They say it must have been a nightmare or that Markle drank too much. They come up with dozens of different explanations because the truth is just too terrible to bear. They'll keep practicing their rites. They'll continue to give their firstborns to those...
Melissa clenches her fist.
I can't live among these people anymore.
Markle, are you free from the evil influence of the hags? Markle shakes his head. I don't think so. The hags let me leave, but they are treacherous and moody, like the river itself. If they decide to take control of me again, there's nothing I can do to stop them. Maybe if we go far away. No. There's no use pretending. I'll be afraid of them for the rest of my life. Melissa, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. I loved him so much, I thought we had a life ahead of us.
Well, it's time to say farewell.
Yes.
Melissa tries to smile.
I'll pray to Erastil for you every day.
She glances up towards the distant island.
All this tragedy, all this wars, it was all because of some stupid wreath. Why did they want it so badly anyway?
Hope they won't use it to cast a horrible curse on me or something. Thank you for everything. Farewell.
Strike from the shadow.
And that is how we ended off. So yeah, that's something. It's a bit of a grim ending, but considering the circumstances, I'd say it's a fair play. They chose violence, that's just how it goes, really. Oh, there is something over here, though. We can grab that, I suppose, while we're here. Yep. Grab these while we're here. Nice. And honestly, we can probably just go from here on. So, yeah. We ended up saying, yeah. So, there was multiple choices. We could have let them know about it, but I don't want to be a jerk. I just want to manipulate people. That's just how it goes. If you want to play a good character, you need to know not to be evil stupid, basically. And this is one of those instances of being evil stupid, basically. If you don't plan yourself accordingly, it just goes bad for you. But hey, I think we've managed to do quite a lot here, and I'm quite satisfied with the results of what we've managed to do. We are almost on our way to becoming a true Lich. If I check my Crusade tab, I can check to see how my decree is going. So far, we've got 6 days until the reconstruction of the Ziggurat, so once those 6 days are up, we will achieve Lichdom. And by the time we hit that point, we're probably also going to be level 20. Because I do believe, if we check our level, we are currently at a level that I'm quite happy with, because once we get, like, I want to say 200,000 experience, yeah? We should level up to 20. My hope is that we can do it before we reach Lichdom, but if we don't, we don't. If we do, we do. Ultimately, we'll have to see. There's a lot of stuff we have to cover, but hopefully it's going to go well. But I digress. We've managed to do a lot all the same, and I'm quite happy with the results. So yeah, we're going to wrap it up here, I think. We could do with getting Trapjaw some more movements at some point, but that's just Perfect Storm affecting him at this point. Not sure why making him slow, though. I guess it's full plate. I guess this is how it is for full plate, huh? Ah, well. Actually, hold on, let's see. Yeah, it's just Perfect Storm. I guess it's because it's treated like a shield as well, so... Ah, well. It don't matter. The point is that we're getting really close to Lichdom, and probably by next stream, if 6 days pass, we're probably going to get to Lichdom at that point, and I'm going to be a happy man. We also got to go to Gnabris, we've got the Heart of Mystery, got a few other things down here that we can check out, so yeah. I guess it's really just a question of where we go next. But I digress. I'm ranting at this point, so I'm just going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. If you want to see my older content, the best way to do so is on YouTube. If you want to see my new content, the best way to do so is on Twitch. If you want to support me, like, subscribe, comment, or hit the bell notification on YouTube. Or, if you're on Twitch, you can follow or just watch my streams. Every little bit is appreciated, and every little bit counts to, you know, making this a bit more of a long-term job, but I'm not expecting much. I'm just going to keep doing this because I enjoy it. I like it, and it's fun. And I enjoy, you know, making content for you guys. As long as you enjoy it, I'll keep posting, and I guess we'll see how things play out. But I digress. I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know I did. And I'll see you guys next stream. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.